Scene 1, Ether Corporation, Global Launch Event, a massive, futuristic auditorium. Kevin is on stage, radiating cool confidence. He demonstrates a Neuralink device that allows a user to control complex machinery with their mind. The crowd is awestruck. In the front row, his fiancée, Ilara, watches with proud, analytical eyes. Kevin, smoothly, to the audience, the ether link doesn't just read signals. It transmits intent. It bridges the gap between thought and reality. As he speaks, his eyes scan the crowd and land on three specific faces, Chloe, Isabella, and Sophia, sitting separately, their expressions a mix of pain, anger, and longing. He falters for a microsecond. His transmitter ability instinctively shifting his persona to one of guarded neutrality. After the successful demo, backstage, Ilara, the biometric data was flawless. Kevin. You are perfect. Kevin doesn't look at her, staring at a monitor showing the exiting crowd. Were you able to isolate the source of the data leaks? Ilara, not yet. The encryption is unique. It's like someone built a backdoor into our systems from the inside. Before Kevin can respond, Chloe marches in, bypassing security with ease. Chloe, we need to talk. Now, Isabella, entering right behind, Sophia trailing her, your security is as lacking as your communication skills. Kevin. We have a problem. Kevin turns, his face a mask of cool indifference. The savage CEO is front and center, ladies. To what do I owe this intervention? Here to wish me congratulations, Sophia, voice soft but firm, someone is targeting all of us. Kevin. Verlice Security, De Luca Fashion, Rossi Media, and now Ether Tech. They're using tactics only someone who knows us intimately would use. Kevin, a cold smile plays on his lips, and you all assumed it was me? Some grand, vengeful scheme. You overestimate your lasting impact on my schedule. The words are a deliberate, savage blow. The three women flinch as if struck. Ilara looks at Kevin, shocked by his cruelty. Isabella, eyes blazing, you haven't changed at all. You're still the same heartless bastard. She turns and storms out, Sophia giving Kevin one last hurt look before following. Chloe stays, stepping dangerously close. Chloe, quietly, lethally, I know you, Kevin. I know when you're lying. This act might work on them, but not on me. The man I loved would never let innocent people get hurt. If you're behind this, I will personally take you down. She leaves. The silence she leaves behind is deafening. Ilara stares at Kevin. Ilara, why would you say that? The data on their distress signals was clear. They're terrified. Kevin, his shoulders slump slightly. The mask drops for a second, revealing immense fatigue, to keep them angry. Angry people are careful. If they're focused on hating me, they'll be more vigilant against the real threat. Ilara, and what is the real threat? Kevin, I don't know yet. But it's coming for all of us. Scene 2, Rossi Media Headquarters, under attack. Sophia is working late in her office, surrounded by her art. Suddenly, the lights flicker and die. Hooded figures emerge from the shadows, armed with data siphoning devices. Sophia, who are you? Get out, one figure advances. Suddenly, a window shatters. Kevin, having scaled the building, lands in a roll. His demeanor is no longer cool, but feral and protective. He's in a combat transmitter mode. Kevin, touch her, and you'll regret the day you were born. A brutal, close-quarters fight ensues. Kevin is a whirlwind, disarming and disabling the attackers with precise, savage efficiency. He's not just fighting, he's sending a message. He protects Sophia, taking a glancing blow to the arm meant for her. After the last thug is down, the lights come back on. Kevin is breathing heavily, clutching his bleeding arm. Sophia stares at him, terrified and amazed. Sophia, Kevin, your arm. Kevin, ignoring the pain, he rushes to her, his hands cupping her face. His voice is raw, stripped of all pretense. Are you hurt? Look at me. Are you okay, Sophia? Tears stream down her face. Why? Why are you here? After what you said, Kevin, his thumb gently wipes a tear away. Everything I said was a lie, Sophia. A stupid, cowardly lie. I pushed you all away because a threat emerged from my past, a dangerous one. I thought if you hated me, you'd be safe. I was wrong. Forgive me. He pulls her into a tight embrace. She sobs into his shoulder, her fists clenching his shirt. It's a moment of shattered walls and overwhelming relief. Sophia, I never stopped loving you. Even when I tried, Kevin, I don't deserve your love. But I will spend the rest of my life earning it back. Scene 3, the Luca Fashion Runway Show. Isabella's flagship show is in chaos. A rival, bribed by the mysterious antagonist, has released a horde of insects onto the runway, ruining the delicate fabrics. Models are screaming, the audience is in an uproar. Isabella looks on the verge of a breakdown, her empire crumbling in front of her. Suddenly, Kevin walks onto the runway, completely calm. He grabs a microphone. Kevin, his voice, amplified, is cool and cutting. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have some uninvited critics. He looks directly at the smug rival, a man named Mark Thorne. Kevin, Mr. Thorne. Your attempts at sabotage are as subtle as your taste in ties. Cheap, garish, and ultimately, easily removed, the crowd gasps. Thorne sputters. Kevin then turns to the panicked models. Kevin, ladies. The DeLuca brand was built on strength and resilience. A few bugs can't crumble an empire. Isabella looks at him, stunned. Kevin, your Fallen Angels collection isn't ruined. It's been battle-tested. Now show them what a DeLuca angel looks like when she's fighting back. Inspired, Isabella straightens her spine. She barks orders. Her team, galvanized, removes the most damaged pieces, revealing the tougher, underlying structures of the garments. The show transforms into something edgier, more powerful. It's a triumph. Backstage, after the show, Isabella confronts Kevin. Isabella, you saved me. Why, Kevin? I told you. I protect what's mine. And you, Isabella DeLuca, have always been mine. Just as I have always been yours. My ambition means nothing without you to share it with. He doesn't wait for a reply. He pulls her into a deep, searing kiss. It's a kiss of equals, full of fire, respect, and reclaimed passion. She kisses him back with equal fervor, her hands tangling in his hair. Scene 4, Ether Corp's safe house. The alliance forms, the 5 of them are in a high-tech safe house. Kevin's arm is bandaged. The mood is tense but united. Ilara, I've analyzed the code from the attacks. It's not just a backdoor. It's a transmitter protocol. Someone has replicated your ability, Kevin, but in software form. They're using it to predict and counter our every move, CHLOE, so we're fighting a ghost. Great, Kevin, not a ghost. My former mentor, Alastair Crow. He was the original theorist behind the transmitter concept. He believed the ability should be used for control and domination. I left to build something positive. It seems he's finished his work, Sophia. He's the one who turned you into that cold person. Kevin looks at all of them, his gaze open and vulnerable. No. I did that to myself. I used my ability as a shield, thinking it would make me strong. But true strength isn't about shutting people out. It's about who you let in. I shut out the 4 most brilliant, beautiful, and strong women I've ever known. It was the greatest failure of my life. He makes eye contact with each one. Kevin, Ilara, your logic is my anchor. Chloe, your strength is my shield. Isabella, your passion is my fire. Sophia, your heart is my compass. I am nothing without you. Not a CEO, not a transmitter. Nothing, a profound silence fills the room. The last of the resentment between them evaporates. Chloe sighs, a small smile on her face. Well, it's about damn time you figured that out. So, what's the plan, husband-to-be? The word hangs in the air, full of promise. The women share a look, a silent, unanimous agreement. Scene 5, Crow Enterprises, the confrontation. The team infiltrates Alastair Crow's skyscraper headquarters. It's a sequence of coordinated attacks showcasing their combined skills. Elara hacks the central mainframe, creating digital diversions. Chloe leads a physical assault on Crow's private security, fighting with breathtaking ferocity. Isabella uses her social engineering skills to bypass keycard access and manipulate lower-level employees. Sophia uses her understanding of patterns and psychology to predict Crow's movements and set traps. Kevin moves like a phantom. His transmitter ability at its peak, adapting to every security measure, a perfect blend of all his facets. They corner Alastair Crow, 60s, gaunt, with feverish eyes, in his control room. Alastair, Kevin, my boy. You brought your collection. I designed the transmitter ability to create kings, and you use it to build a harem. Kevin, you designed a weapon. I found a better use for it. Love, Alastair, love is a variable I calculated for and eliminated. He activates his system, a digital transmitter that begins to psychologically attack each woman, projecting their deepest insecurities. It shows Elara data that Kevin is just using her for her mind. It shows Chloe footage of Kevin betraying them to the authorities. It shows Isabella a fake news report of her company's collapse due to Kevin's sabotage. It shows Sophia a simulation of Kevin leaving her for being too weak. The women stagger, overwhelmed by the emotional assault. Kevin, shouting over the chaos, don't listen to him. He's using your love against you because it's the one thing he can't understand. Elara, you are my equal in every way. Chloe, your trust is my most valued asset. Isabella, our empires are forever intertwined. Sophia, your compassion is my greatest strength. I love you. All of you. His raw, honest transmission of love and faith shatters Alastair's algorithms. The system overloads and crashes. In the ensuing confusion, Chloe disarms Alastair while Kevin delivers the final, physical blow. Scene 6, Various, the reconciliation, expanded intimate scenes. Kevin Elara, in her lab, surrounded by blueprints and code. Their connection is intellectual and deeply sensual. He explains the full extent of his transmitter ability to her. Kevin, with you, I don't have to transmit anything. I can just be Elara, then just be with me. They share a kiss that is a perfect fusion of mind and soul. Kevin Chloe, in a private training room, sparring. It's a violent, graceful dance that ends with them breathless and tangled together on the mats. Chloe, I'm not a damsel in distress. Kevin, I know. You're the warrior who chose to fight by my side. And it's the greatest honor of my life. Their kiss is fierce, a clash of teeth and passion, a final surrender of old wounds. Kevin Sophia, in her restored art studio. He sits for her as she paints a new piece, the fractured man now whole, surrounded by 4 brilliant lights that are intertwined with his own. Sophia, you're my masterpiece, Kevin, and you are my redemption. Their love scene is tender, slow, and filled with whispered promises and healing touch. Kevin Isabella, at the sight of their first date, a closed botanical garden he reopens just for her. Isabella, all this for an apology. Kevin, all this for a future. He gets down on one knee, not with a ring, but with a partnership contract that merges their companies as equals. Isabella De Luca, will you build the future with me? Their kiss is one of profound respect and rekindled desire. Scene 7, a private island, the wedding preparations, a light-hearted, joyful sequence. The women shop for dresses together, their dynamic now one of sisterly teasing and support. Kevin has a heart-to-heart with each of their families, earnestly winning them over and explaining his unique, polyamorous family structure, a funny scene where they try to write their joint vows. resulting in a beautiful, chaotic, and heartfelt document. Scene 8, the cliffside wedding. The ceremony is even more grand and emotional. The ocean is calm, the sky is painted with the colors of sunset, each woman has a personal vow. Elara, Kevin, you are the only variable I cannot calculate and the only constant I cannot live without. My logic led me to you, and my heart confirms it every day. Chloe, you are my mission, my partner, and my home. I vow to be your shield and your sanctuary, forever. Isabella, we will build empires, but the greatest one will be the family we create together. I vow to challenge you, champion you, and love you with every fiber of my being. Sophia, you walked into my gray world and brought every color. I vow to paint our future with joy, to fill our home with laughter, and to love you with a heart that is finally, completely whole. Kevin, tears in his eyes, he speaks to them all, my love isn't divided. It is multiplied. For Elara, my foundation. For Chloe, my strength. For Isabella, my fire. For Sophia, my soul. Before you, I was a man of 1,000 faces and none. With you, I am finally, completely, myself. I am yours. The 5-part kiss is a masterpiece of direction, showing each unique connection before pulling back to show them as a single, united front. Scene 9, the reception epilogue. The reception is a lavish, joyful affair. We see them dancing, laughing, and fully integrated as a family. A news broadcast on a screen quietly mentions the merged Ether global conglomerate has officially become the world's most valuable and innovative company. The final shot is of the 5 of them, hand in hand, looking out at the moonlit ocean from their villa balcony. Their wedding rings glint in the light. Kevin, voiceover, they say you can't have it all. But they're wrong. You can have love, family, and empire. You just have to be brave enough to be your true self, and strong enough to fight for it. The camera slowly zooms out, showing the 5 silhouettes against the infinite ocean and starry sky. A perfect picture of hard-won happiness.